Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful opened Brooke Logan's eyes as Hope Logan acted like an entitled diva, someone her mother doesn't seem to recognize today on the CBS soap. This leaves Brooke wrestling with Ridge Forrester's words. He said Hope was selfish, which infuriated Brooke. But now it looks like the Logan matriarch wonders if Ridge was right. Brooke looks concerned. She's second-guessing herself about joining her daughter in this takeover. Listening to Hope's spiel about taking Forrester Creations to a new global level sounds all wrong to Brooke. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, listened to Hope Logan, Annika Noel, sounding like she had every right to push Forresters out of power. But instead of backing up her daughter on Bold and the Beautiful, she tried to show her the error of her ways. But Hope couldn't see it. As far as she was concerned, her mother should be on board. She reminds Brooke Logan that Ridge treats her horribly, and then he runs back to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, in the blink of an eye. Now it looks like Brooke needs to make a decision. After listening to her daughter's outlook on the takeover, she's not looking like a proud mother today. Brooke also continues to second-guess what she did to Ridge by accepting that CEO position. Still, some Bold and the Beautiful fans think Brooke Logan should let the dressmaker go. After all, he was with Taylor just hours after he saw Brooke's announcement about taking the CEO position at SC. Brooke Logan looks to have a slightly tainted view of her daughter in the latest Bold and the Beautiful episodes. After listening to Hope spew Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor vision for SC, Brooke knew this was all wrong. But her daughter wouldn't hear it. Then, while listening to Hope, she acted as if Carter's vision was more important than Ridge and Eric Forrester's, John McCook, ideas for SC. Bold and the Beautiful fans suggest Hope Logan is out of control. But Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Massinswood, is about to cause some problems for Hope. She planted Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, to seduce Carter away from the Logan daughter. Then Steffi plans to slip back in and take over. So today, Hope idolizes Carter Walton and his plans for SC's future. So if he becomes tempted by the provocative moves that Daphne soon dishes out, life likely goes sour for Hope Logan. If Bold and the Beautiful fans raid Brooke Logan right this week, her disenchantment with Hope Logan may drive a wedge between this mother and daughter. If Steffi's plan is successful, with Carter becoming enamored by Daphne, Hope may find herself alone. Some Bold and the Beautiful viewers suggest this is the way back to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton for Hope. But until Hope Logan's fate is sealed, anything can happen. Still, until that day, it appears B&B plucks away at Brooke Logan and her daughter's relationship. Spoilers suggest that Hope Logan continues to act as if taking the helm at FC was owed to her and Carter. And the beat goes on for this CBS soap. The drama never stops in Los Angeles, and in the glamorous yet tumultuous world of the Bold and the Beautiful, family dynamics are always shifting. One relationship in particular is experiencing seismic tensions: Brooke Logan and her daughter, Hope Logan. The woman once known as the eternal optimist has taken a turn toward a more selfish and entitled demeanor, leaving her mother appalled and struggling to understand where things went wrong. For years, Hope was seen as the virtuous counterbalance to the more manipulative figures in her life. Raised with strong morals, a sense of responsibility, and a vision for a better world, she carried herself as the beacon of integrity in the Forresters' and Spencer's complex lives. However, recent events have revealed a different side of Hope, a side that is demanding, self-centered, and seemingly unwilling to acknowledge the impact of her actions on those around her. Longtime viewers may argue that Hope's descent into entitlement isn't as sudden as it seems. While she often appeared to be the victim of others' schemes, she also had a history of making choices that benefited her under the guise of purity. From her early days with Liam Spencer, there were indications that Hope expected the world to conform to revision. She wanted a fairy tale romance on her terms, oblivious to the collateral damage. Her relationships have often showcased an element of possessiveness and an inability to accept that she can't always have things her way. Whether it was her pursuit of Liam despite his complicated ties with Steffi or her rigid stance in situations that required compromise, Hope has always had an undertone of entitlement masked by an air of righteousness. Brooke Logan, a woman who has seen and done it all, has always been fiercely protective of her daughter. She has fought battles to ensure Hope's happiness, often at the expense of her own. But recently, she has been forced to confront an uncomfortable truth. Hope is no longer the innocent, selfless woman she once believed her to be. Instead, she is acting with a sense of entitlement that Brooke finds deeply troubling. The most recent incident that shattered Brooke's perception of Hope came when Hope began making increasingly selfish decisions regarding her career and personal life. The situation with Thomas Forrester was a prime example. Despite the history of manipulation and obsession, Hope pursued a deeper connection with Thomas, disregarding the concerns of those around her. While she justified it as reclaiming her independence and making her own choices, Brooke saw something else entirely: a daughter who refused to take accountability for the risks involved. Even in her professional life, Hope has exhibited a sense of superiority that is unsettling. Running Hope for the future has granted her a position of influence, but rather than using it responsibly, she has alienated colleagues and dismissed opinions that do not align with her own. Brooke has attempted to guide her daughter, but each time she does, Hope reacts with defiance, convinced that she is the only one who knows best. The Logan family has always been known for their resilience, but Hope's recent behavior has begun to create a rift. Katie and Donna have both expressed concern, seeing that Brooke is struggling with the realization that her daughter is no longer the hopeful young woman she once was. Even Ridge, who has had his share of disagreements with Brooke over the years, has noticed the shift and worries about what it means for their family. Hope's interactions with her brother, RJ, have also showcased her growing entitlement. Where there was once a close sibling bond, there is now tension as Hope assumes a position of superiority, offering unsolicited advice and undermining RJ's ambitions. She speaks as if she knows better than everyone around her, a stark contrast to the humility she once carried. One of the most glaring displays of Hope's entitlement has been in her ongoing rivalry with Steffi Forrester. While their conflicts have always been present, there was a time when Hope approached them with an air of moral high ground. However, recent interactions suggest a shift. Hope now behaves as if she is inherently owed something, whether it be in her personal life or in business. Her anger towards Steffi is no longer rooted in past wounds, but in a belief that she deserves to be in control. When Steffi makes decisions regarding Forrester creations, Hope reacts with indignation, as if she should have a greater say despite the company being a Forrester legacy. This unwillingness to accept boundaries has become one of the biggest indicators of her growing entitlement. As Brooke watches Hope spiral further into this selfish and entitled mindset, she finds herself at a crossroads. Does she continue to support her daughter unconditionally, as she always has, or does she confront Hope with the hard truth? Brooke has never been one to shy away from difficult conversations, but the fear of damaging their already fragile bond weighs heavily on her. At some point, Hope will have to face the consequences of her actions. Whether it is through professional failures, personal heartbreak, or a confrontation with those she has alienated, the reality check is inevitable. Brooke, as both a mother and a woman who has learned from her own mistakes, may be the only one who can break through Hope's walls before it's too late. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, redemption is always possible, but it doesn't come without challenges. Hope's recent behavior has shocked those who once admired her, and while she may believe she is asserting independence, she is instead pushing people away. For Brooke, the journey ahead will be painful. She must decide whether to be the doting mother who continues to enable Hope's entitled behavior, or to be the guiding force that helps her daughter find her way back. The drama is far from over, and as Hope continues down this path, viewers can only anticipate the moment when she will have to face the consequences of her actions. The Logan legacy is built on resilience, but for Hope, resilience must come with self-awareness. Until she recognizes the damage her entitlement is causing, she will continue to alienate those who care for her most. And when that reckoning comes, the question will be, will she listen, or will she push away the one person who has always been in her corner, her mother, Brooke Logan?